Hey there, we are on week 2, day 3, and today we're talking about seasonal rhythms. And I kind of incorporate a few things into here. And if you have not already read this book, Emotionally Healthy Spirituality, or there's also Emotionally Healthy Leader, and a variety of different books and resources that come out from Peter Scazzero and his wife Jerry Scazzero. It's really, I would highly encourage that you give it a read, because much of what I have been through and what I'm kind of walking you through is about becoming emotionally and spiritually healthy, because that's the only thing that we can give of ourselves, is if we're coming from a place of spiritual wholeness and emotional healthiness. And one of the things that Peter Scazzero especially speaks about, is if you are not emotionally mature, you cannot be spiritually mature. And so those two are very hugely linked. And I've definitely seen it. Oh, here's my cat. Definitely seen it in effect in my life, as well as in the life of others. And so probably you've had a similar experience as well. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today is a rule of life. And so it sounds awful, because anything that starts with the word rule sounds terrible, and I don't want to do it necessarily, but it's actually something that's really freeing and really a great exercise to engage in. So what I've done is I've just put in my paper 4 separate quadrants here, as you can see. And so I have prayer, I have rest, I have work or activities, and relationships. And so what I'm going to encourage you to do today is to list all the things that are important to you under each of these categories. And you want to listen for your heart, not just the things I know I should do, but the things that are important to you and look at things seasonally as well. I know for myself, for example, that under the rest category, I'm going to put some form of a retreat, a personal retreat that I can go away and take some time. And it's not for a long time, it's just for, a period of a day, maybe like 9 to 3 kind of a thing, where I know for myself that kind of rest is extremely important. So what I'm going to want you to do is look at under prayer. This is your ideal. The way you look at it is idealistically, but not only idealistically, ideal within a realistic way of life. So what can I actually commit to, but knowing that this document can be, moving around at any point. You can change it. You can go, this is not working for my lifestyle. I've got to, change a few things. But what it does do is it enforces or encourages you to have the things that are important for balance in your life. So if it's prayer, what does it mean for you? Is it morning prayer? Is it evening prayer? So think of it from a daily perspective. Is it the, Our Father prayer that you break up into, different parts for the different types of prayer throughout the day? What do you want to commit to for daily prayer? What do you want to commit to for, maybe weekly prayer? And you can include, of course, in prayer, spending time in scripture and praying those scriptures back to the Lord. So whatever that's going to look like, you might even call that prayer section, spiritual, whatever works for you, just to be able to list the types of activities that you want to engage in that have to do with prayer, Bible reading, meditation, closeness with God, whatever that looks like. Then under the category of rest, what are those things that for you actually find restful? For some people, it might be, play, and they find rest through playing. So it might be your weekly baseball game, or whatever it might be. It might be, naps. It might be, taking some time doing a puzzle or reading a book or doing some writing, or anything really that you find rest in, gardening, arts and crafts, whatever those things might be. Then, but certainly the rest part would not be what you would consider the types of activities that would be considered work. So it's not work related, it's actually things that you can just rest in and enjoy. Then the next category would be work and activities. And so the things that are, yeah, these are chores. They've got to get done. I've got to work on them, but it's, important for my overall balance in life. And so, yeah, I do need to make a paycheck. I do need to, clean the house, do the things like the laundry, the things in order to create some, sustainable balance in life for my family. So what are those work and activities that are work related that need to be in this rule of life? And then with the last one is relationships, so nurturing those relationships. Are there, certain people that you want to keep contact once a week? Are there certain people that, like once a year we contact each other and that's just good enough or whatever, and relationships, maybe you've got a kid that you're a little bit more distant with right now, so you're putting a little bit more energy and focus at this time to nurture that relationship. So in each of these sections, it just puts out there all of the priorities that you have kind of in your life right now. And many times when we get into writing down priorities, it's the things I have to do. But what this does, this rule of life, and where it doesn't feel so much like a rule and it feels more like a joy, is that you get to include the things that not just that I have to do, but the things that I love to do and that actually invigorates my life and makes me feel, renewed. And so I really encourage you to take some time, write down those different areas, those different things that for you, whether it be daily, weekly, monthly. I would look at the whole year even. There might be some things that once a year I need to do this in order to have that sense of balance. So look at the full year and break it up into these things I would want to do daily, these things I would want to do weekly, these things I would want to do monthly, these types of things I would want to do yearly. And then you can massage it, move it around, do what you got to do, but it starts to build in this seasonal rhythm into your life for nurturing your soul and nurturing all the aspects of who you are. So hopefully you enjoy putting that together and seeing how you might implement it. God bless you for today.